Excuse me, and welcome to the stream. And if you're watching the video on YouTube, hi all, and welcome to the video. Yes. Now, do we have transcoding? We had problems with this last time. Let's have a look. Yeah, hey, first try. How about that? Let's go to the live screen. There we are. And right, where are we at? Have we got freelancers still running? Be nice if we did. But we don't. Yeah. Oh well. Can I invite to the guild? Yes, I can on this character. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Can you invite my Yengi to the guild? Like, well, there's two here. Which one? Oh, right. Okay, regulator Jenny. Okay, dude. There we go. You are invited. Yay. And it's beer o'clock, midweek. Bit of a blowout. Right, okay, what we were doing. Right, okay. So now I'm going to get some missions. Oh, look at all this furious typing. There we go, instructions given. Right, applying for a job. Singapore. Welcome to the stream. Mission elite. Prisoner. And Alien Daily. To face the aliens alone, what did we get? Salvage, okay. Good evening, sit. I am. I'm sat down. What do you mean? You meant, sir. Yeah, don't call me sir. Like putting an elevator in an outhouse. It doesn't really belong. Right. Let's get a rebuff. All the buffs, please. Like Homer Simpson, no one ever called me sir before, except without also saying, could you stop making a scene, sir? Right, not true. Never had that happen. Right, okay, and then rebuff the big stuff. Right, pet. Still on this dude. Heard you talk about early 90s before. Somewhere there along would have said that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Right, okay. We want to go and talk to the warden first. Right, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched The Simpsons much since, I don't know, 2005, something like that. It's probably the last time I bothered watching it. I don't know, it's kind of like I'm not anti The Simpsons or anything, but it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact it's lasted as long as it has is incredible. For a cartoon series, it's lost. Wow, you know, hats off to them. I remember I kind of went off it a bit when the movie came out, and well, I didn't think the movie was that great. Just felt like a long episode, you know. Lopnik, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, okay, let's go and get a fixer grid. And get rid of the last reward. Get rid of that. Make sure we've got NCU inventory space, rather. Help retrieving all of commands. Yeah, so how's everyone's week going? Halfway through? Halfway to the weekend. How's everybody doing? Run, Forrest, run. Do you know what? I watched that again the other night. It's still a remarkable film. Ooh. One too high. Milky Way left we want. I hope. Otherwise, we've just gone a hell of a long way away from him. Failing miserably on my roof yesterday. Good fun. Try again the weekend. Well, be careful up there. Use safety equipment. Don't take unnecessary risks. I don't want to watch a video with fluff around and find out clip. 21 minutes. There you go. We've got about 6 minutes. When I was younger, I'd think nothing of climbing up on a roof to fix it. But I was also quite accomplished at rock climbing, so that's probably why. But so I would hook myself up with some sort of safety, and then the rest was just instinctive. Like always maintain 3 points of contact. But when you're working on a roof, you're working one-handed, unless it depends on the angle of the roof. If it's like that, yeah, definitely. If it's kind of like that, maybe not. If it's a flat roof, hey, it's a flat roof. As long as you don't go over the side, you're okay. Thought of that. Yeah. Scaffolding. Used to have some. Only a decent builder's scaffold. It was galvanized steel, proper wood boards that have been treated. You could get it up to about 12 foot, or have it down at about 6 foot. But when you're 6 foot tall, stood on something 6 foot, you're still up pretty high. And it had skates for the feet, so you could just drag it. But it was really properly stable if you put it together properly. So you didn't just have the 4 sides; you had cross members as well. Yeah, it wobbled a bit on it, but scaffolding does. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I've only fallen off a ladder once, and it was due to I was fitting a satellite dish. I did that as a job for a little while. We were fitting it at a farmhouse, and the farmer's wife, just anywhere on this wall will be fine. Well, it'll have to be this wall. It's got to be south facing. Yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, up there, and then you can come in here. The living room's there. Yeah, brilliant. We're up on there, and it's like it's stone and stuff. So we're like, right, yeah. I'm wondering we might have to put a cement face on first and come back, in a couple of days. And then we thought, no, we can do it. So I'm up on the ladder, and of course the farmer brings a bunch of the sheep in. So we've got a whole herd of sheep all stacked together, and they come flooding in. Poof, ladder went. I landed on the sheep. Still winded me badly, but I was unhurt, and thankfully none of the sheep were damaged. The sheep were just like, Never been keen on ladders since. Yeah, if you've got scaffolding, just damn well use it. That's the lesson learned, isn't it? Rage Star, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Appears to be enjoying a beer and talking to chat. Yeah, well, this is my, this is something I realised. I found that I almost, not quite, but almost had the same social experience streaming as I did just going to the pub and talking with people. Obviously, it's different with people you've known for many years, and you've got old stories to back and forth with, but during lockdown, it was kind of like a psychological lifesaver almost, Other than my immediate family that live under the same roof as me, I've got other people to talk to. I'm lucky in that, I'm in a happy marriage, basically. We started off as friends and became work colleagues, and then ended up romantic partners, and then and it's been together 25 years now. I was surprised myself. We're trying to figure it out the other day. Yeah, it's like since we've been together it's like 25 years. And we still make each other laugh, about anything, like you do with your friends. So even when you get to our age, 50s, passion slides a little bit, but it was never just that. It was always, that being able to rely on each other and have that kind of friendship as the core. That's what really, that's what I think makes it last. You know, gives any kind of relationship legs. Is you need that initial attraction and that kind of connection, but also the friendship's very much part of that as well. And I would say, rather than the things you agree that you like, quite often you will disagree on that a hell of a lot. But if you agree mostly on the things you both dislike, you're good. You see someone doing something, you go, oh, look at the state. I know. What are they? Yeah, it's great, guys, honestly. You know. Relationship advice from person in successful relationship. Where's my pet just stood there? Attack! Kill! Jeez. Sabby, heal! Heal my friend! Oh yeah, I seem to have this blind spot with this particular character for some reason. I don't perk my damn pet. 10 points into channel rage and then don't use them. I'm a bit of a numpty for that, aren't I? Yeah, I was doing a stream on a Monday, but I don't think Monday's a good day for a stream for a lot of people. I think they're just starting their working week, so that first, you know, evening or whatever after, it's kind of meh. Right, okay, what was the other one? Four Holes Graffiti. Oh, great. Let's go do Four Holes Graffiti then. Almost time for the ruin. Yeah, I've got to go and do the biodome thing for it, haven't I? I've got to get the drop from there. My pet was a bit, I don't know if I want to attack. He will attack, you are my pet. But yeah, it didn't seem that keen. Alright, okay, so we'll go talk to the warden. pet pathing in the wreck is totally... Pet pathing, it has never worked. Never has, probably never will. The reason you've got pet warp is because pet pathing doesn't work. It's just one of those things that was never really fixed. Well, we can fix the massive amount of spaghetti code for pet pathing, or we can give them a nano so they can just grab their pet from wherever the hell it seems to be. So yeah, we got the nano because that's simpler. I'm feeling like crap, so I took the day off. Oh, dude, sorry to hear that. Back to the agency and then off to do salvage, I think. Away we go. Right, hand in, get rid of the flag. Mission complete. Was almost 104 on MP number 3. What, and you had some issues. I wouldn't say pet pathing's any worse in the wreck than it is basically everywhere. But well, maybe it is, and I've just not realised. I hadn't noticed, but generally I think pet pathing's pretty bad. Right, salvage mission. We have to find the doohickey in the ship somewhere. Okay, there's a lot of blazing fires. Excuse me. Yeah, the only time I don't blitz it is lower AI levels when it's actually worth killing the mobs in here. Any other time it basically isn't, so I don't. I mean, yes, technically you are getting more alien XP if you kill everything in the mission. And you can come in, kill the entire mission, leave, re-enter, it all respawns and you can kill it again. So you can kind of farm it. That and place the bomb and alien cocoons are all missions whereby if you leave the mission instance without completing, it will respawn everything in the mission. So you can kind of farm XP that way. Which is why I do not bother farming alien XP in Arete, because it's like, well, the first alien daily I get, most likely I can farm a damn sight more. You know, so I don't need a team. I can just come out, get in the mission, do what I need to do, kill everything, wait until it caps out, then complete the mission, but don't hand it in and wait until the green bar drops again. Because I've hit a high enough level for it to drop, and I can accept another alien level, and then carry on from there. I usually do that for the first at least 10 alien levels. Set my 200 demon to attack one of the towers, and he went round the houses, as they do, yeah. Sometimes they just can't figure out what's going on, can they? Ooh, Tara has arrived. Yay. And Borealis. That's a free daily. basically. He was living up to his name. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, pathing has always kinda sucked. I mean, the AI pathing in the game overall is not great. It works, kind of, mostly, but yeah. It has issues, let's say. His name is Goofball. Yeah. Damn straight. Where am I going? I want the next level. Let's get up on here. I think we do Tara. Then I'm going to go grab another beer, because why not? Nearly there. Come on, Tara. Great. And let's return A to the agency. Right, hand in the alien daily. We'll go talk to the bartender. Mission complete. There we go. And grab the doohickey and hand it in. There we are. Nicely done. And goodbye. Right. Quick trip to Borealis and then Doja time, I think. Yeah, Doja time. I completed my assignment. Oh, I finished the research. What did I finish? Oh, that's a good one. Stamina, but then I want the 25 cents as well. Right, I'm going to beacon to the garden. Give myself the map. Get out of the pool area. And I'll be back in just a minute. Oh, have you guys seen the t-shirt, by the way? Cleverly disguised as a functioning adult. Right, okay, Doja Hunt time. Very clever disguise, sir. Yes, I fooled them all. Well, mostly, till I opened my mouth. I was having a chat with a friend of mine. We both used to be quite into PC gaming back around the first Crisis game era. Not sure, and like Skyrim, stuff like that. And the original Unreal Tournament. And I said, I've done a thing. And he went, what have you done? This was like on Facebook, so I sent him a photograph of the 4080 box. And he went, oh, I've aged out of gaming. I'm older than him. I was like, I know. I should know better. But I don't. Yeah, it was quite funny. He said, how is it? And I said, oh, God, it's incredible. With the G-Sync monitor and with QLED G-Sync, it's kind of nuts. But the little amount of time I have for gaming is super duper high quality time now. So it's nice to just crank every setting a game has and not have to think about it, you know? It'll just run great and that's it. Given I spent best part of 6 years on nowhere near current hardware, I just couldn't afford any more. You know, it's as simple as that. You know, trying not to go over 4 gig of VRAM on a 6080 playing Skyrim with mods, and it was so hard. It really was. Fallout 4, you know, tweaking the settings for hours, trying to get it to run at 60 on that card. Whereas now I can run like a massive EMB and blah, 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 every mod going, and it's just like, meh. It doesn't care. But yeah, I mean, that's it. The thing is, I spent a lot of money on that system when I built it in 2012, and it's the Terry Pratchett's Vimes theory of economics, which is about shoes, about rich man's shoes and poor man's shoes. It's quite a little interesting piece he wrote. I'll kill these two and then I'll look it up and read it to you. Now, because I spent so much on that system in that time, everyone, that's just ridiculously powerful for a gaming rig. But I was able to edit thousands of videos, literally over 1,000 videos on it, run a YouTube channel, play all the games, and it wasn't until it was about 11 years old that it really started being, no, I need a different graphics card. And then someone incredibly kindly, called Gwyn, may or may not be their real name, contacted me via YouTube when you still had YouTube messaging and said, oh, I've just bought a 1080 Ti, do you want my old 980? You can come and get it. And I was like, what? You know, it was nuts. Yeah, so the 6080, no, that had that only had 2 gigabytes of VRAM, didn't it? And then I went from that to a 980. It was like, oh my god, it's so much better, you know. And then the last thing I bought for that computer was a 3060, and that was a massive improvement as well. And then finally, you know, I got the new CPU, RAM, motherboard, and then the 40 series graphics card. The daft thing is, I was on a knife edge whether to get the 4090, and the more I read into it, it was like, well, I could literally have bought it, but I was like, if I was trying to play at 4K, it would have been worth it, but I'm playing at 1440p. So I just want it to, you know, and everything that's come out since, like the new Avatar game with unobtainium graphic settings, runs great. The RoboCop game runs great. Oodles of frames. Don't even need DLSS or anything. It just runs. You know, it's just bang. There you go. When they added New Game Plus to it, it's kind of nuts. It's not a very big game, but it is fun to play. It is definitely fun to play. Especially if you're a fan of the original movie. Oh my god. They completely nailed the tone of the original movie. Oh, we got the remains of a Doji ship. Yeah, so I was going to tell you Vimes' theory of economics. Hang on. Vimes is... Oops, that should find it. Yeah, Goodreads. What is the boots theory? Yeah. A man who could afford $50 had a pair of boots that he'd still be keeping his feet dry in 10 years' time, while the poor man, who could only afford cheap boots, would have spent $100 on boots in the same time and would still have wet feet. This, Captain Samuel Vimes' boot theory of socio-economic unfairness. So, there's a lot of truth in that, okay? And that's why buying something that's slightly over spec for what you want it to do means it can still do the thing you want it to do for longer. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people think the only game I play is Anarchy Online, and you can be forgiven for that, given my online persona, because I don't post a lot of videos of the games these days, because I don't really have the time to make videos and whatnot. I'd like to, I would like to, but you know, I'm a very small drop in a very big pool, you know, so I'd have to be a lot better at it as well. There's people that do Let's Plays are so much better than me at that genre, so you know, you kind of it could happen, but I still think it's like a younger person's kind of a thing. Someone with that kind of, like I used to be, with far more energy and whatever. It does start to wane a little bit. It's just part of life. But the thing is, by the time that's happening, you're okay with it, because it's like, well, yeah, just not that bothered anymore, you know. I mean, that's the thing. I don't run my YouTube channel as a job. I run my YouTube channel as, hey, look, this game's amazing. I just wish more people played it. So I'm promoting it. That's it. At the same time, I'm going to make tutorial stuff to help people, and I did a lot of that. Like how to complete every single daily mission that I could ever get. I've yet to make a video which shows you how to do find ammunition the first time, but I know it's there in the other content I've got, because I've done it. I think I did it on stream as well. But the work process to make those Let's Build a Tomb videos was, we did all the voting, picked out what kind of character we were going to build. And then, you know, those little videos where I would count the votes and stuff, that took like a whole morning just to do each one of those. Even though they're quite short, because you have to be very thorough about the counting and whatnot and try and be completely fair. Oh, come on. It didn't drop anything anyway. But yeah, so like the typical 45-minute episode would be a couple of hours worth of game recording. When I started, I was recording with Shadowplay, which records with, for whatever reason, I have no idea why they did it that way, but it records with a variable frame rate. And if you do that, there is no video editing software that can handle it correctly, because there's no cinematography process that does that. Frame rates are always fixed, right? So because the frame rate would change on the videos, especially on the 6080, I had to run them through like Handbrake in order to make them, you know, constant frame rate. Otherwise the video editing software would desync the audio and you were constantly having to resync it so that the actions matched the audio. Thank God for OBS, you know, is all I can say. That kind of saved that situation. So I had to do that and then delete the old file because I wouldn't have enough room on the hard drive I had otherwise. And then edit that, and the editing process takes 3 hours-ish. I got quite proficient at it. I knew all the keyboard shortcuts for what I was doing, making, you know, editorial decisions about which bits to cut out, and, you know, to give a nice flow to what you were watching. And then it would take at least another 2 to 3 hours to render, and then a couple of hours to upload because I wasn't on that good of an internet. And then YouTube would take however long to sort of like process it or whatever. So it was like an entire day's work for every episode. You know, time and effort. I've done it now on the new system. Oh my God, does it make a difference on newer hardware with the, you know, 24 cores and whatnot? Yeah, it's bonkers how much quicker it is to do that kind of stuff. I like rendering a video that used to take 3 hours, takes less than the length of the video now. So, do you know what I mean? So if you've got a 45-minute edited video, it takes 20 minutes to render it. It just blows my mind. It takes less time to render it than it does to record it. It's just crackers. Trying to avoid the big ugly stuff that I don't want to kill. I should start streaming when I nuke Kite Hill for hours and hours and hours. Spread the joy. Yeah, I mean, it can be... I mean, streaming is quite different from YouTube production. It's like live theatre versus a movie. You know, it's what happens on the night and no other time. It's always slightly different. Whereas with YouTube, you're kind of more in the movie kind of production mindset about making an episode work. especially if you're doing roleplay kind of stuff. You're trying to tell a narrative story of that particular character, so it is quite different. I enjoy both. I just find streaming to be easier, more relaxing. Obviously I have better equipment now than when I started by a long margin, and it all comes from, so the microphone, all the equipment, all of that has come from streaming and whatnot. Twitch, for a small timer like me, or tiny timer like me, I suppose, generally, in terms of effort v monetary reward, is way better than YouTube. It's like 5 or 6 times better. I mean, a lot of people have got Prime or whatever and go, hey, you know what? Have my Prime sub. I don't care. I've already paid for it. Have it. Thanks for the stream. I enjoy watching them, whatever. Whereas YouTube is, unless you've got sponsors, is about ad revenue. And gaming is such a low rated video type. And it's to do with marketing. So if you're doing home improvement videos, your videos are being served to people with money because they can afford to do home improvements, right? People who watch videos about video games are broadly, not entirely, but broadly, college kids, school kids, whatever, who have almost no disposable income, so serving adverts to them is not cost effective to a company or advertising agency, because they're like, well, the people watching this content haven't got any money anyway, so your video's worthless to us. And that's how it works on YouTube. I mean, they did, YouTube published a category kind of, top 100, and out of the 100, gaming wasn't even in there. So out of 100 possible categories, so influencers, famous because they're famous, or controversial, or personally, so like the bigger gaming channels that you see, like the Mr. Beasts, the Markipliers, all of that, Jacksepticeye, I suppose, as well. They're personality channels now. They're not gaming channels. They're not telling you how to play a game. They're not really discussing games. Thing is, with the stream, people, it's more like talk radio, I would say, than like a lot of other stuff. I would say it was closer to that, in that you can mindlessly consume a Twitch stream versus watching a video about how to put a TV on a wall, explaining if you've got the AirPods daily, after you trigger the device, back away, run away. There's a big boom AOE. Made myself a cup of Earl Grey. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. And then looks at a really, really poisonous fish in a round bowl. I always thought that was an odd thing for... But hey, why not? Yeah. You know, that's the thing for me. TNG is kind of like comfort viewing for me. Like I can jump into any episode of TNG and just go, oh yeah, I remember this one, and just sit there and mindlessly watch it and still enjoy it. Comfort viewing. Come on, no, denied. Was there any more Somphos left down here? I don't think there are. Oh, there's one. The tea, yeah. Earl Grey's nice. It's like English breakfast tea with a kind of a more lemon, acidic sort of flavour. I quite like it. We also drink it with milk, which is probably sacrilege or whatever, but that's the way I like it. It's my cup of tea, right? You want pineapple on your pizza? Well, I want milk in my tea. Sorry. Right, so we still haven't got a doja, but we're going to go back to the garden and head out again. I don't know if it has any effect whatsoever, but it's a safe place to wait while I go and grab another beer. Yay. Right, I shall be back shortly. Run, Kalos, run. God, this hair's too long, isn't it? What do I look like with this long hair? Aged. Yeah, I need to cut it short again, I think. But then I got friends who were going, I wish I still had my hair, you know. We're in our, you know, my mates are like my age, so we're in our 50s and they're like, oh. How have you still got that much hair? Genetics, mate. Don't fall for all the bullshit. I mean, there are some very expensive drugs you can take that can stop you losing your hair, but I mean, they're really, really expensive. And they stop working the second you stop taking them, so is it really worth it, you know? But I've had the same hairline since I was about 16. Always had a widow's peak. Since puberty, basically. And that's it, it's just stayed the same. It's just gone grey and a little less curly. Used to have curlier hair, but I think it depends on what kind of water you have in your area. When I was in London, that's a very hard water area, I used to get frizzy hair. And in Wales, I tend to get, especially where we are in Wales, the water is extremely clean, has no fluoride in it. And at worst, I get sort of greasy hair quite quickly. You know, so, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Oh, another beer. Because why not? Nope, nothing at all on that one. Not a single drop. Mackie 2112, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Are you well? Singapore with the ahoy to Mackie. Formerly Spa 2112. All good, yeah. Midweek wackiness. Here we are. Chill. Only 2 days to go for the weekend. That's the way to look at it. Tuesdays are the worst day of the week if you work a 5-day week. Because like Monday, your memories of the weekend are still quite fresh. Wednesday, you're thinking, oh, you know, we're halfway there. Thursday, you're kind of like finishing up for the week, making sure everything's done. Friday, you're just looking forward to the weekend. But Tuesday's kind of a slump. I think that's the bigger slump day than Monday, I would say, when I, you know, used to work a 5-day week like that. I don't anymore, so it doesn't really apply to me, but, you know. Nada on that guy. Okay. No, nothing on that one. We should zoom in. No, we should zoom out. There we go. So yeah, I thought Wednesday might be a better day to stream, and here we are. I think it probably is. I think Monday everyone's too busy, like, ooh, first day back was hard and can't be bothered. You know, not in the mood kind of deal, maybe. I don't know. Just my thought. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Wednesday you're starting to think about the weekend, aren't you? Yeah, most of the first 3 days, you know, at the end of the day on Wednesday, which this is for me, this is evening, like 8 o'clock at night, you kind of go in, yeah, I mean, most of the week is done. You're starting to think, yeah, there's only a couple more days left and, you know, some chill time with family and friends, you know. No. You debuff me, you green trash. How very dare you. Beard, my work brain has been ready for the weekend since since Monday afternoon. Yeah, I hear you. It can be like that. Ooh, you feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Oh God. I can hardly... I think I'm not colourblind, but I find purple in Inferno hard to read. You know what? Screw it. Reading glasses. I'm old. Mavered has reached enlightenment. Congratulations on 220. I think 5 years ago I didn't need reading glasses to see a PC monitor half a metre away from me. Now I do. Kind of annoying getting older, I tell you. Zari, welcome to the stream. Again, denied. Just pull that one from over there. Excuse me. Come on, we want a doja. Oh, there's one. Come on. Be the lucky one. Come on. Give us the dojaness. I think 2 runs at Inferno is enough. If we get to the end of the kind of area, I think we call it, log another character and play them. Otherwise, it just becomes too same-ish, I think. Oh, never mind. What can you do? Oh, there's one there. Oh, it's 2 there. Okay. How's your week going, Zari? Are you well? Are you having fun, etc.? I'm slightly gutted that the Fallout London mod won't be releasing because Bethesda announced their next-gen update for the Fallout 4 game. I get it. As soon as they do, then the script extender will need to be updated and a bunch of other stuff. And the team that are making the Fallout game for London have no control over when that happens. So, yeah. There's that and a couple of other things there, sort of. And I completely get their decision not to do it because I've been modding Bethesda games for a very long time. Yeah, if the game gets updated, the script extender stops working, which means a lot of decent mods immediately stop working with the game. Yay, Doja! Which means, yeah, I know I could block the update. I know I could do it. And play it, but the majority of people that are likely to just install that mod and call it done are not going to know how to do that, and they're going to go, your mod broke my game, and etc, etc. So I totally get why they postponed the launch of their game. They're going to launch it on St. George's Day, which was, you know, a couple of days ago, and now they can't, and I'm kind of gutted because I was looking forward to it, but I totally respect and get why they've had to do that. The thing was, Bethesda, you know, despite the fact that views on the Fallout London project, you know, mod, I mean, it's basically an expansion, a free expansion for the game. And I completely get why, you know, they've made their decision, but I don't get why Bethesda never spoke to them about it. Given the size and scope of the mod, these guys are professional coders and programmers that are making it, you know, and it's a massive team of people. It's a huge mod. It's way beyond the scope of regular mods, way beyond, oh look, bigger boobs or something like that. You know, this is a whole new world space, different quests, etc. They basically made a game within a game, okay? And it's kind of nuts to me that Bethesda didn't let them know that this was happening ahead of time, which makes me think, you know, other than how terrible their kind of PR and whatever has been with things like Fallout 76, which apparently is okay now. It was a complete and utter disaster at launch, let's not be wrong. So, yeah, I'm a little bit gutted because I was so looking forward to playing that mod. I lived in London for 6 years, so I was like, oh, let's see how much of, you know, the bits of London they're using I recognise. And I was like fairly sure from, you know, their videos that I would recognise them, you know. Getting close to the DB quest. Oh, that's a good quest to do. The power uptick on your character after that quest is very noticeable on any class or whatever. So, yeah. Right, I think we shall go to the other MP. Just cars. They've been reborn, you know? Yeah, the way my shift works, my shift pattern works is like I do an early on a Saturday and then I've got Sunday and Monday off. Except that I stream on Sunday as well as Saturday. So I'm up at 6, you know, I'm in work at 6. I'm taking calls at that point. And then I've got all the other regular life stuff to do. Excuse me. So I think Monday's a good one because I can just completely not do anything other than the extra stuff we've been having to do lately. So, new symbiont. I didn't click it. Which character have I randomly accepted that on? Crapsule R. Okay, claim it. Whatever. I was saving that for the... Oh, I did do it. I did it on the 2019 character, but it was like a left-hand implant. Wasn't anything good. If memory serves. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine power. Patru has reached enlightenment. Congratulations on 220. What crapshul crap armor did I get? Crapshul. Oh, look. Look at that. You need nearly 800 in strength and agility for that. That's pretty terrible. Right. Okay. So I think we're pretty okay on buffs here, other than FE. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Not that we really need it, but it's a nice to have. You know, everyone needs a little bit of reflect in their lives. Venture agent, bureaucrat. See, I can read yellow on black easy, but purple on black is, I don't know, it seems difficult to read. Maybe it's me, I don't know. Yeah, I think red on black is harder to read for me than anything else. Have I got it? I don't think I do. No, that's better. Right, let's cast ourselves some pets. Oh. Not before we put that on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all the players that make the bots, yeah, 100%. we thank you. You are amazing for making them. You really are. So if any of you see this, just know you have my utter and most sincere, heartfelt thanks for making buff bots like that. Spending the time, investing the time into the character itself, to make it work. It's just amazing that you've done it, and it's such a massive service to the community. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough. I can buff myself, yeah, because I've got more than one of every class and bump logging is a thing. But the fact that I can just walk up and do that, get the buff I need or whatever, is a massive boon. Not just for me, but also for most of the player base that don't know how to bump log, or, walk around for hours just trying to buff up their character, and it's always been difficult. And they've found a solution to the problem that doesn't hurt anybody. They found a solution to the problem that's, well, quite educational. You know which buffs come from who, etc., etc. So yeah, it's quite remarkable what they've done there. What do we get? Oh, we got salvage again. We got Warden Stains, of course. Enigma Dogs. Oh, I've still got Tara on this character. Let's maybe go do that. I don't know if Tara's still alive at this point. We were quite a long time with the Doja nonsense, so maybe Tara's already dead. I don't know, but we'll go check it out. I've already got the mission, so let's just go straight to Tara. That's going to be the answer, isn't it? And we'll run down. If they're not there, they're not there. Hey, we tried, right? We'll soon know if there's like 400 people in the bottom of the dungeon and a corpse, then yeah, Tara's down. I don't remember seeing the Tara is now attackable, but it may well have been up on the screen. I don't know. And I just oh no, lag. And, you know, I just missed it. I don't know. I would say not. There's a lot of mobs up here, or they've respawned after Tara's been taken down. I don't know. Hey. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Tara's been and done. Too late. I doubt there's anything on it. Smelly Butcher's gloves, strength level 100. They're good gloves if anyone wants them, and Heart of Tara. I'm not going to take anything. If you guys want it, it's down here. But yeah, I'm not touching it. Yeah, Tara probably became killable at some point while we were farming that dojo. I don't know. Right, okay. What do we got? Enigma dogs. Okay, that's a bit of a hike, but hey, you know, we're professional. We can go places. I played Horizon Forbidden West. I'm currently on a New Game Plus playthrough. It's pretty awesome. If you like that sort of game, it's got a great story to it and everything else. What happened to mankind? Why are things the way they are? You know, it is honestly really good. And the gameplay loop, etc., that's really good as well. It's very, it's a very, very good looking game as well. The PC version. I think it came out, when did it actually release? Was it maybe 2019 or something? I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, I played through that and I so enjoyed it. I really did. To the point where I'm doing New Game Plus, otherwise why bother? But yeah, the characters in it and the storyline and everything is just really nice. When did it actually come out? Because it was like a PlayStation thing, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go. Horizon West. Yeah, it was an exclusive 2022. It looks like a brand new game though, even now. Does it look like as realistic as the other game? Well, you know. The main character, the one you play, the protagonist, like Aloy, she's a good character as well. She's interesting. She's complex. And her sort of relationships with people are quite interesting. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. I thought, you know, it's like, it's got elements of Tomb Raider in it. It's got elements of to a little bit of a degree Fallout, you know, post-apocalyptic world, but a world that's 1,000 years after a kind of an apocalypse. And why are there machines that look like animals? And you know, and when you enter the world, you're like, what the fluff is going on? And you know, but it all in the first game is kind of explained what happened and who you are in truth. And yeah, it's really good. It's got some brilliant actors in it, you know, people that you have seen in movies and stuff, and they're faithfully reproduced as characters in the game. You know, the way they look and whatnot is yeah, I mean, it's some of the best sort of recreation I've seen since Johnny Silverhand does look just like Keanu Reeves, you know, so. I mean, Johnny Silverhand is kind of a dick. But when he's on your side, he's a good friend to have. That's what you learn with Cyberpunk. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole, but, you know, if he's on your side, he's a great ally. So they said something about training Enigma dogs. I'm a professional Enigma dog trainer at this point. We've done this mission hundreds of times. Why do they keep sending me for training? I already know how to do this. I just got done with that daily. What, Enigma dogs? Oh, great. That means there's nothing here when I get there. It's always the way, though, isn't it? So I am planning another stream on... That's not your fault, dude. Don't worry about it. Stuff respawns. That's how the game works. I'm planning a stream on Friday. It would just be like a regular stream. But Saturday is going to be a bit special. Oh, I hear you ask. But how? Well, it's a Grace giveaway from myself. But also... I think Space Quest said is we're going to do Find a Friend, but there's also, I think he said there was a Grace giveaway from that. I need to double check that with him. I don't want to misquote them, but I think that's what they said on the night that they popped into chat. So, right. First of all, we need an Enigma dog. Ah, we have found one. Come to me, you are my minion. Can I give you any kind of buff? Nope. It won't let me do it. Oh well. You can buff quite a few things on certain characters and whatnot. Just can't do it on the dogs. Some some work, some don't. That's the way it is. And if you want to avoid like instant, oh, you killed my Enigma dog, pull the balls towards you. There we go. Do your nuke. Come on, Enigma dog. He's not very quick, is he? Can I? No. No, doesn't land. I feel like my dog is slacking here. He's not attacking, is he? Enigma dog. Fucking attack it. Why is it requiring me to press another button? I don't know. Shouldn't need to. I mean, you don't actually need an Enigma dog to complete the mission. Talk to the trainer and just go kill 5 balls and it will complete anyway. I think it's the macro, maybe. Oh, yeah, it is, because it tells the... only tells the attack pet to attack on this character. I'm not sure why I said it. Oh, because I had 3 pets, that's why. I used to actually bother with the Mez pet, which is the most useless thing ever created. Sorry, but yeah, I find it almost useless. It just tends to break aggro tables and stuff, so I very rarely used it. So that's why it does that instead of just pet attack. Whereas on the MP, it do. Why has it always got to be gloomy nighttime when I'm streaming? I don't know why it does my head in. I show off the lighting engine and how nice it looks, but no, it's gloomy and dark and grey and boring. What can you do? You attack, and Nigma Dog, you can also attack. I think these are the... yeah, they're dead ones. You're not! Oops. Another one poured in. Wasn't me. It just decided it was going to do that itself. Right, okay. Pop those on. Right, we're done here. And then what else did we have? Talk to Warden Staines. Yeah, okay. So, let's go talk to the Warden, and I am getting another beer. Oh, I've been neglecting the chat. Ragester, welcome on in. And... I'm a cat. Happy today, yes. Welcome to the midweek madness. I'm a cat and... I love it. Okay. Interesting name, but... okay. Report to the agency for that. Right, we need to go and talk to Warden Istanis. Gadunch. Right, Athen. Let's go. This feels awfully familiar. Warden, what have you got for me today? Oh, he's having a moment. Goodbye. Right, okay, we got diseased again. Let's go kill diseased. I used to go to the silent prisoner or whatever he was called until I went there on the keep and I realised that he clears your NCU. I was like, yep, not coming here again. Whereas diseased, all he does is give you an AC debuff and hit you which is way easier to deal with if you think about it. You know, if you've got Reflect and Hack and Quack and a bunch of other stuff, and then suddenly you don't in the middle of a fight, it's problematic in the extreme for your character, you know, if you're depending on those buffs. Yeah, I'm flying there this time rather than use the fixer grid because I feel like it. There you go. So, I'm a cat. How's your midweek going? Excuse me. I'm flying right across the Wampa and straight on till midnight. All good in Texas. That's one of the things, you know, if you won the lotto or something, you know, if you won the lottery, is hire a Winnebago and drive across America. I'd love to do that. And I would be a complete nerd. I'd go to where, you know, to the area, to Roswell. I'd go here, I'd go there. I'd do the whole tourist shebang. But just driving a bungalow around sounds like fun. And I've driven some big trucks in my time. I think I can handle one. But yeah, I would. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I would. I'd go visit the hokiest touristy places and just not give a goddamn shit. I don't care. I want to do it, you know? It really would be that kind of a deal for me. It would be like, yeah, I know it's corny, but I'm doing it anyway. You know, just because. And then take selfies there. Yeah, have you ever seen the movie Paul? Have you seen that movie? I would totally be doing the Winnebago and all the rest of it. Only I'd have a little bit more kind of wherewithal in a bar. Than they do. They go into a bar and I'm like, oh, you did not do that. You did not do that in a bar. It's a lovely film, I love it, but even so. Did I perk my pet? I bet I didn't. I bet I forgot. Channel Rage. I did. There you go. Now he hits a lot harder. Yeah, I'd love to do it. You know, I'd go to those, whatever they are, rocks, where they filmed a bunch of Star Trek episodes and, you know, all of that. That would be me. excuse I. There we go. We killed the prisoner. Thanks for team. I'm going. Yeah, I'd do it. I've driven some fairly big trucks and stuff, so yeah, it wouldn't be. It'd just take me like a good hour before my brain switched from driving on the left to driving on the right. After that, I'd be good. You know. Okay, what else we got? We're reporting alien. What was the alien daily? Oh, salvage. Okay. We'll just go straight to ICC and go there that way. We got salvage mission again. Alex, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. On the sign. Oh, missed. Damn. Okay, we got danger on that side. Let's have a look at this side. Nope, nothing doing there. Are there people still playing this game? Nope, absolutely not. No, nobody plays this game. Absolutely nobody at all. Just me on an empty server. Yeah. No, I'm being sarcastic. Yeah, quite a few people still do. Is it as busy as the old days? Nah, of course not. It's still fairly busy. A surprising number of people still play the game because answer is it's fun. You know, there's a reason why people still play older games, and that's because those games were made to be good games to play, not a slot machine, which seems to be kind of a thing for modern games. They just feel like you're playing slots. Grinding and slots, you know, that's the kind of deal with a modern game. And yeah, it gets boring really fast. Whereas old games like this have way more interesting content and stuff. In your opinion, is the population coming up? Do you mean increasing? I think it's fairly static. People do come and go. We had 2020, 21, 22, where some of the most busy times on the server. And a lot of that had to do with people, you know, shut away at home, in lockdown, not going to work, etc. and going, oh, what was that game I used to play, you know, 15, 20 years ago? Oh, yeah. Oh, I stopped playing because I got married, got a job, had kids, and yeah, but I remember this game. It was great. And, you know, they all came back. It was kind of nuts. Zyzon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it can be surprising how kind of busy it can be. Right, we've done that. We've done the warden stains. Well, we just talk to the warden and hand in, I think. Well, yeah, you got to remember 2001 this game released and it was a success. the biggest problem with MMOs is WoW. WoW came out and commercially dominated. So everybody tried to make another WoW. They didn't think about trying to make a game fun, interesting, sandboxy. No, just make another WoW. WoW is successful. The shareholders want the money that the Blizzard guys have got. And unfortunately, you're not going to do that. So a lot of multiplayer online games now are, well, they're kind of crap because they just copied and paste how WoW works into another setting and call it done. Whereas Anarchy, which preceded WoW by 3 or 4 years, is a much better game anyway. Is it as popular? No. Why? It's difficult to play. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I do. I've played the lifespan of the game. I remember them. Yeah. Romanian Mafia. Yeah, I do. Believe it or not, I do remember. Seen him come, seen him go. Still here. Can I have my reward now? More research. Mission complete for the Alien Daily. He wants the doohickey. There you go. Yeah, the most games now, that's why I call them a slot machine, because that's what they are. You know, it's kind of sad, but yeah, that's what they are. There's more people playing Candy Crush than ever played, you know, WoW, Star Wars Galaxies, EverQuest, or anything else. There's far more people engaged with that slot machine than there is with, you know, anything else. Diego, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people over 20 plus years in the game. I don't remember all of them. I'm sorry. I don't remember that name. It depends, because formerly we had 2 servers, and I played on the original server. So I played on Rubicar 1. So if your character was on Rubicar 2, I probably never met them until the server merge. So... Right, we're going to go check out Rubicar 2019. He was the strongest enforcer. Okay. Never heard of them, though, unfortunately. What era was this? What place in time were they the strongest? Because, you know, that does change. You know, you can be the strongest in 2001 or whatever, and, you know, and it's a different ball game 5 years later or whatever. Right, we were playing I Am No Man. There were a lot, yeah. The strongest or the most successful one I ever knew was someone I actually knew, which was Kinkster. He ended up making an Omni agent, played the entire game as an Omni. Oh, I had the jewelry daily, didn't I? Oh, God, I hate that mission. Yeah. Well, PvP kind of died about 10 years ago. Like, literally. became massively toxic, and then people using stacking and other cheats to the point where it was kind of a joke. And I just went, you know what? Done. And it's just no longer PvP. This game has become too easy. Do you still play? You still play, Alex, or? You do 220 too fast. No, it was ridiculously hard previously. Faction was a massive bottleneck. Haven't played in 10 years, so okay, you've no idea what the game is like anymore, but you think it's too easy. Okay. So, if you weren't neutral, getting to 220 was difficult because of faction. You remember that? Do you remember faction? Okay, I'll show you. So, how much XP you got after 200 was based entirely on your faction. And the problem Shadowlands brought with it was that there was no simple way to gain faction. You had to go and kill sided temple bosses in order to earn faction. You no longer do. And that fixed the massive bottleneck with leveling. So no, the game didn't become too easy. They introduced instanced missions which fixed the problem with faction because you gained plenty of faction by doing those harder missions. Yumoko. I remember Yumoko. Do you want to see a screenshot of Yumoko? As a giant leet in Old Athens. Because I've got a picture of him. The best ban I ever saw in game was Midnight Reveries, right? Was this guild. They were a bunch of absolute asshats. They treated everyone around them badly. I mean, literally, you know, if you weren't one of them, they treated you like crap. They would, before instanced panned, they would show up and do all kinds of crap to try and win that instance. And eventually it caught up with them. Shortly after the Alien Invasion expansion, they were talking to people on the forums, you know, before Discord, when people actually still used forums. You know, nowadays they don't bother. Going, well, we're going to carry on doing what we're doing, and blah, 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 lots of blah for like a whole paragraph of meaningless piffle. And then the next day, all the leadership of the guild all those accounts were banned, and the guild itself was disbanded forcibly by Funcom, because that's how massive an arsehole they'd been as a guild. Despite all the posturing, going, oh, well, us griefing raids is making the game more interesting. You should thank us, and blah, blah. You know, they were so up their own arse. It was unbelievable. Before, for a burden, you play 2 years to get it. No, it was never that hard. I remember because I got a burden. Well, Storm was the first guild into Inferno and also the first guild to get into Pandemonium. We know because a GM turned up to congratulate us and tell us that. And then pretty quickly, I think I got a burden within about 3 months. Back when Pand was 18 hours in between Pandemonium happening. And all they'd change was they go, okay, we'll do an instance Pand with a much lower drop rate. But you can do it every, whatever the shorter hours are. That's all they did. But fixing faction is the biggest thing that made the difference with Shadowlands. It was broken before. Alright, let's get the NCU buff again. Here we go. I've done Pandemonium with a team of 6 players. Incredibly skillful players, but yeah, who know how to play, etc., incredibly well. I heard from someone that he called a GM, and even now, after a year, he hasn't come. I remember one guy ninja looted a burden and said, oh, it was a misclick, blah, blah, blah. The usual bullshit. Yeah, you just ran all the way from the wall all the way to where the beast corpse is, and accidentally looted it. Yeah, sure you did. And then pretended that they were talking to a GM who was trying to fix the problem and put it back on the corpse. And they got banned for impersonating a GM because they were saying, oh, the GM's saying this, the GM's saying that. It was all bullshit. They just ninja looted the burden. Someone else petitioned it as well. Another GM turned up and went, I'm the only GM here. So what they're saying is utter crap about a different GM because that GM isn't on at the moment. I am. And they're lying. It was glorious. They got their ass banned. Like, seriously banned. I don't know how many accounts they lost through that stupidity, but yeah. Yeah, the old PvP titles, Kinkster was the first person I'd ever heard of who got Neophyte legitimately. I know there was a bunch of people farming titles in backyards and crap like that, but yeah, no, he did it by killing people in fights. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Oh, do I want to contact A-Star? No, not tonight. I've still got that stupid jewelry quest. Elite assignment, Foreman's. Probably. Yep, it is. Goodbye. Right, what's the alien daily going to be? Daily missions, faction fixes, etc. They didn't make the game easier. They just fixed how broken Shadowlands was. I remember I was in the beta for Shadowlands and it was completely broken. It was an expansion that was designed to be played from low level up. It was an expansion designed to be played as though it were a brand new game. So, like Nascence, Elysium, and Sheol were kind of done, but Penumbra, Inferno, and Pandemonium were completely unfinished. Because when you design a new game and you're on a deadline, you complete the areas of the game that people are going to get to first. But then they shoehorned it into Anarchy Online where it didn't really fit. It was a fantasy sort of setting and everything else. It didn't really work. And yeah, I don't know. It wasn't until they fixed faction with Inferno missions that anyone thought Shadowlands wasn't anything but like a massive ball lake. Because it was. And I did it. I farmed that faction. We went to the temples. We spawned the temple boss. We killed them time after time after time. Just to try and get higher faction so we could earn a reasonable amount of XP for everything we were killing at the time. You know, it was just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Right, we're on salvage mission. Let's have a look at the map. Right, okay. What AI level are we at the moment? Okay. AI 7. I think we'll cap that. Nothing. Okay, we'll kill a couple more. Okay, maybe let's go and check down here a little. Bernie McBurnface. It's gonna go back to the main room, isn't it? It is. Hey. Alright, we're gonna blitz it, so Agdef. All the way down. Yeah, so 2015 there was a massive rebalance. Completely changed how a lot of classes worked and whatnot. Made keepers kind of really awesome to play, actually. Did I pick this crap up? No, I picked the crap up. Right, okay. Round the outside, try and avoid the Bernie death. I've seen all sorts of crap happen in this game over the last 20 odd years, so nothing surprised me anymore. But yeah, Kingster getting the old neophyte. Yeah, that was something, because he did it legit. I mean, it was crazy. Guy lived and breathed PvP. But nowadays, what you'll get is a kind of Smurf account. So like a Froob NT with 500 token boards equipped, taking out a quality 300 base at level 100 in like 30 seconds and stuff. It's just, it's just ridiculous. So there's just no point being around people like that anymore. I mean, they're kind of like, they were singing and dancing about what they'd done on, I think, a Facebook group for Anarchy Online, and they just got absolutely slaughtered by everyone else there telling them what a piece of shit they were, and they couldn't understand why. I mean, my God. We have won the war for the blah, 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 and we were like, okay, so you cheated to win and think it's a victory. Oh, we have some news for you. So yeah, it's just sad. But even now you see it, you suddenly see a level 100 NT with volcanic eruption or candy cane or some other shit taking out a quality 300 tower in like 10 seconds. It's complete BS. We know it's BS. We know you're cheating. You've achieved nothing in what they've done except prove that, you know, you're an asshole. But there it is. That's the current state of PvP, you know, to a large extent, and it's kind of a shame. I could trade the jewelry to another character, but I absolutely hate that mission. I think it should be banned from the server. I'm deleting it. I ain't doing it. I refuse to do that mission. So Freelancers Inc. still needs 3, but I don't care. Right, we're going to go to the longest road and do the Elite Daily in Biomare. And hope that the beta engine doesn't crash on the way, because it quite often does. Truth be known. Modange, welcome. Haven't seen you for ages. No, it has been a while. It's good to see you again. How the devil are you? Where am I going? I want to go 2HO, then longest road. And pray that the engine doesn't crash. Right, we get inside, then I'm grabbing another beer. Because reasons. Yeah, it's very dark in here on the new engine, so light, there we go. And we're going to go for Rubicar light, which is far brighter. I'm good, in hospital in a minute. Planned hip surgery. I'll be home tomorrow. Surgery went. Oh, I'm glad to hear the surgery went well. I bet you can't wait to get home and eat some decent food. Because, let's be honest, hospital food, kind of terrible. It is. Come on, we can be honest. It's the blandest crap you've ever eaten in your life. It may or may not contain nutrition, but when you eat it, you just don't care. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Right, time to carry on. I've only been here since this morning, so I've had one dinner, some burgers, and UK hospital food is designed that no matter what your condition, you can eat it unless you have an allergy. So, super low salt, super low, just about everything. Which means, yeah, it's kind of tasteless and bland. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's different in your country. I don't know. But yeah, they play super careful with food in hospitals here. They always have as well. That's the thing. Burgers with mayonnaise and veggie wasn't as bad. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Sounds a damn sight better than the UK, but then again, you can get treated without having to sell your house. So, you know, it's a trade-off. So what have you had done then? Have you had like a new hip or something, or? Let's inspect them for jewellery and other stuff, even though I ain't doing the bloody jewellery mission because I refuse to. It's crap. I hate it. You loot the jewellery and yet you need 10 times the skill you're willing to invest into the trade skill in order to process it. Hip replacement. Oh my god. Oh, you're in Norway, yeah, so you don't worry about medical costs because they're already paid for. That's the way, that's what a civilized country does. Okay, one bloater. Let's go for another. That's pretty good going. Surgery at 11 and you're waking up at 4. They'll get you walking around pretty quick. That much I do know with hip replacements. I've never had one, touch wood. You know, pelvis and whatnot seems pretty good. But I do know from friends and extended family, etc., that when you get one, they're like, yep, we're going to get you walking around. You know, and they do it really quickly as well. Walking at 9-10 minutes after you woke up. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Yeah, they're like, nope, you get up and use it. If I couldn't live in Britain and I had to choose another country, it probably would be Norway. Maybe New Zealand, but most likely Norway. Everything I've ever seen of the country, I've just gone, wow, yeah. I love it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard of everyone I know that's had like a hip surgery replacement. They've all said the same. Yeah. 10 minutes after I woke up, they had me walking around the ward or up the corridor or, you know, whatever. Was awake at 2, had to wait for the spinal anaesthetic. Yeah, did they do like a general and a local kind of a deal? Yeah, I've heard that. You know, there'll be medical reasons why they do it the way they do it or whatever, but yeah. But the minute you can use your legs again, that's it, you're up and about. I really hope the recovery goes well for you though, I really do. Everyone I know that's had a hip replacement has all said, oh, it was amazing, and, you know, within less than a month, I was me again, and I was doing this and doing that, and I haven't been able to do that for, you know, months, even years. Okay, we need to just hit the rock, turn round, reset these guys. Yeah, I know all the tricks. No restrictions. It's the pain that limits you. Yeah, I can imagine. I've no idea how much it hurts. I've never had it done, but... Despite all the stupid crap I did when I was younger, the hips seem to have survived. Right, one more neuralizer. Yeah, from what I've heard from most hip replacements, they've got it down to such a fine art now that you're kind of like, you're done with how you feel and your mobility and everything. It's so fast. When you look at what they actually do in the operation, you would think, oh, that's 6 months of recovery minimum, and it's like, nope. Back to work for you. And the little hole in the glass still works. Right, okay. Let's pull some stuff. Your ankle break. Well, yeah. Yeah, any major leg joint is pretty painful. I had problems with cartilage in my knees for donkeys. I never lost the strength in my legs. I just pushed through it. Yeah, that's it. They cut the top half of your femur off and replace it, which just sounds like, what? and yet, yeah, once it's done, it's done. You're good. They replace the socket and the ball joint, usually with like some seriously advanced kind of plastics and titanium, and yeah, it's kind of incredible what they do for that kind of procedure. It's nuts. It generally affects women more than men, but that's down to when because when women have babies, the hips change shape and yada yada yada, and men don't have to go through that. They just get the fun part, the fun stuff beforehand and the fatherhood afterwards, whereas for women it's a bit harder. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to break everything else, but that the piece of titanium will be the only thing left. Yeah. You're good. Well, I'm glad it's gone well for you. Right, we're still going to have to kill our way through these guys, because we haven't done the A-star yet. No matter, killing mobs is what we're here for. Oh, we got a perk. Let's see. Okay, I think we should do... Oh, I can't do more bio-shielding. Got Brawler, Colossal Health, Edge Mastery, I think is... Yeah, it's one hand. Edge Reaver's going to be the one, isn't it? If we're going to put it into anything. There we go. There we are, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly you are back to normal. I mean, that's the experience. A lot of people I know that have had a hip replacement, they were like surprised how short the recovery is, and given how serious the operation is, it's kind of incredible in a way that you can be so functional in such a short space of time. It really is. Like you're saying, 3 or 4 months, 2 to 3 months. You watch, you'll be like, I could run a marathon, in about the same amount of time. People have, in fact, I think I read a story once where someone did a full, marathon, less than 3 months after a hip replacement, and they were like, yeah, I feel great, and off they went, which is kind of nuts, but yeah, that's where we're at. You need to be able to carry 40 kilos without pain. Yeah. I bet you'll surprise yourself how quick you're completely recovered and just like, what was all that about? And feel like everything's normal again, or what have you. Yeah, you've been under a general and local anaesthetic. You shouldn't be driving a vehicle about now, but give it a couple of months, and yeah, you're probably great. You're good to go. Mathematica, good night. Pleasure to see you. I will see you on Friday, hopefully. Over here. We're going to be all right. We're going to blitz these guys once I've killed this one. Yeah, it's not the bone. Yeah, that's kind of a done deal. It's the, all the little muscles that move your thigh around that you don't think about. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got stuck in the ground. Okay, we're going to go into the next room and do a... You can't see me. Alright, give me a sec. Ooh, there's a bunch of dead ones, but okay. Okay, I think we've reset most of them. So now I can kill these ones. It might correct. Yeah, you've probably been favouring that leg. If you've had like a thing in the left leg, you're going to favour the right leg more. And well, let the doctors keep monitoring you and see what they say. It's looking good right now. Well, I'm glad to hear it, man. One more beta construct. Over you come. Right, and off we go. We're going for the top of the computer for another reset. Right, where is he? Okay, I might need to reset that guy. Let's see. Yep, okay, he's on me. So, let's reset him. Good night. Can you tell I've played this game a while? What's the current project? I don't really have one, other than I did a breed change on my old... Did a breed change on my old MP, you know, the Nanomage one? I don't know what it is, it's just me and Nanomage don't get along. So I used a breed change and made them Opifex female. And immediately they feel like more fun to play. What kind of trouble are you getting into? The good kind. Right, I think we're going to blitz this room, head for the first kind of circular room. Here we go. Run everything and then drop down, kill the one we need. There we go. In a few years, yeah. The best thing to do if you've been away for a long time is to make a new character and play the game from the beginning. Because of the nature of the way that memory actually works. Oh, I knew I'd got a spare. I'm going to heal up behind my bio shield. We're playing builder survival games. Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat. That's what I say. If you want pineapple on the pizza, I ain't going to tell you no, just don't put it on mine. What was the last part of that conversation? Okay, so it's... Yeah, but you know how, like, let's say you played guitar for years and years and years and then didn't play for 20 years. You pick it up and try and do what you remember you were able to do and you're like, and you can't do it. the thing to do is start, okay, let's just go through the basic chords again for a week. And then you go through a couple of scales that you learned for, and you kind of relearn what you knew before, that way. And it really is a kind of a cathartic sort of thing that you end up doing. I think they want to help with Tim. Yeah, so when you replay from the beginning, you kind of remember more and more about the mechanics of the game and, leveling implants and the whole thing. You come in cold at 220 after not playing for quite a few years, and it's really difficult. But you come back in on a brand new character and start playing from the very, very beginning, onwards, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, this is cool. I've got an MA. I've got nothing I can use to help these guys because of the level of the dungeon. Oh no, not again. It's too high, and they could have done it. Yeah, I've got nothing I can help them with. Right, okay. Is anybody else streaming Anarchy Online? Well, there's me, and there's Rubicar live feed. Who else is live? GOG. Well, they don't need any viewers from me, do they? There's not really anyone we can go raid. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, there's just not. So, yeah, I'm going to cut it here because we have to go off and do other family things. Your MA is 95. Oh, yeah. Hang on then. Where's the MA? I don't know how geared they are. Okay, let me check out the MA. Oh God, they've got no prefs. Everything's all bleh. Okay, let's have a quick look. Let me fix this mess that the default GUI is. Right, compass down here where it belongs. Chat over there. Extended to somewhere just up to the stream box. And then combat, you can go there. And then this one, let's make you a permanent window. I don't know why anyone would want them transparent. That annoys me. Right, okay, so we've done that. F10. Why are my prefs all gone on the 2019 server? It's weird. GUI, okay. Control center, that's what we want. Mini toolbar. So we want map, gear, actions, NCU. Let's move it over here. I'm not sure. I probably have not played this character for a couple of years at the very least. Oh, let's get this garbage off his hotbar. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Inventory. No, can't use that. Okay, what about these? Okay, can't use that. Can't I use any of my medical equipment? I can use those, okay. So what quality are those? 29. Not brilliant. Oh my god. Right, okay, so brawl, fast attack, a couple of other things. Oh god, I've no idea how I'm playing this character. No, I'm just gonna get them killed. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I probably haven't played this character for quite a long time. The fact that it doesn't even have the UI sorted out means I must have last played them a very long time ago. Okay, so we've got basic buffs. What's this? Okay. Okay, let's go to programs, medical. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not in a position to help them on this character. It's too old and I'm too sort of don't know what I'm doing on it. So yeah. Whom else? So yeah, still the same. We've got Rubicar live feed, which yes is an Anarchy Online stream, but it's a static character looking at wherever it's parked. It's yeah, I appreciate that you do that, but yeah, it's not a thing. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to call it. So okay, folks, thank you all for coming in. I'll be back on Friday for a more regular stream. It will end a little earlier because I have very early work in the morning, etc. But yes, so thank you all for coming along. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the company. And I will see you all in the next one. Okay, folks. Bye for now.